Well, hey! Hello! Right. Been listening to the radio this morning and they're all like, hey, it's Friday, everyone, it's the end of the weekend, way! Everyone thinks like that, don't they? It's like, oh, it's Monday. They're just days of the week. That's the way it goes. Anyway, pillar. So we've been doing the 3 pillars of fitness. Or healthy lifestyle and all that sort of caper. First one was actual fitness, where to begin. Tom Jones is on. Hello, not that one. How are you doing? Fitness, where to begin, all of that. So you begin from where you're at. The second one was nutrition, because people don't want to think about nutrition, but it's kind of, what you eat kind of determines how you feel, how much energy you have, how much rest you get, all of that sort of caper. The third one, see if you can guess what it is. The third one is the flimsiest of all. Hey! Hello, Ant. Shame you couldn't make it along this week. I'll see you next week, my lad. And Claire liked your comment, by the way, on the old hip hinge. She loved that. So, the third one, which is the most flimsy of all the pillars, and this one has the potential. If you can build this pillar, that is brilliant, but it's going to be the wobbly one. The other two, you can do, because you can track. Okay? You can track your fitness. You know if you're fitter than you were this time last week or this time last month. You can track your nutrition, because you know if you're eating well or not. And a lot of people think that they do, and they'll be lying to themselves anyway. They're like, well, I do, and then if they actually wrote down what they ate, they'd be like, ooh, I've had people do that before, be embarrassed to tell me because they're like, well, I eat quite a lot actually, now that I've looked at it. The third one, but you can track those. And the third one you can track, but it's a bit harder. And it's mindset. It's mindset, right? Which, again, is very big at the minute. Everyone goes on about that. However, it is big. And the reason why is because there's so much distraction around right now. And everyone's after the next quick fix. That's what all anyone's after. Most people will probably watch up to about now on this and go, you've gone on too long. Okay? They want me to talk about mindset and how you can fix it in like a minute. It's not going to happen. It's not even going to happen in this video, to be fair. However, it's a start. So what happens is, there's this thing called your ego, right? And people think, someone with a big ego is arrogant and, that kind of, they're a bit of an idiot and they're just like, they push their opinions on everyone else and all this sort of stuff. And that can kind of be true, but that then you start to think of people with a big ego, the confident ones, and it's like, no, they're the most insecure. Your ego is misrepresented quite a lot. And the ego is there to protect you. So people who are arrogant and do force their opinions on other people and they're the only ones who are right, those are the people who are scared that if people don't agree with them and they're not trying to force their opinions on other people and actually taking on board what other people say and trying to think about it and create a whole picture, the ego is protecting them and making them that way. So therefore they dismiss lots of stuff. I used to do it. We've all done it. The ego's there to do it. Unless you start learning about extra stuff and start to look at the whole picture, you very rarely grow. Now, what's this got to do with the 3 pillars of health and fitness? Well, what your ego's going to do is try and protect you, right? That's what it does. It protects you from things that it doesn't know, that will make you uncomfortable. So, you decide you want to get fitter and stronger. You decide you want to look at your nutrition. You decide you want to eat better. So you say, right, I'm going to join a gym or whatever. And you decide to do that. And then you're fired up. You're like, right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to smash this. I'm going to do 5 workouts a week for 2 hours. I'm going to smash myself to pieces. I'm going to eat lettuce. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to bloody do it. I'm going to bloody do it. I'm going to do it tomorrow. And then you go to bed. And then you wake up in the morning and you're like, I was going to do something today. I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, I was going to join the gym. Well, actually, thinking about it, I'm away next week. And then oh, man, there's a big project on at work or something. And the kids, it's half term, isn't it? So the kids are off, so I've got to look after them. Yeah, it's all right at the minute. It's all right at the minute, actually. And what's happened there is your ego has just said, actually, don't worry about it. You'll be fine, because it's uncomfortable, right? You're going to go do something that you don't particularly really think you want to do, or it's something that you want to do, but you're not sure how to do it. So therefore, it's scary. It's stepping out of your comfort zone, right? Which is a big thing as well. So your ego will then say, it'll start saying, well, hang on, am I going to fit in at the gym? Everyone's going to be really fit and I'm going to be unfit. I might be fat. I've got a bit of a tire on me. I might look fat. I might look silly. What kind of kit do I wear? Oh, I don't know. There's so much involved. It's so hard. I'm not going to do it. I'm fine. That's my favourite one. I'm fine. Everything's fine the way it is. Right? But if you've got yourself so fired up that you want to start getting fitter, you want to get hold of your nutrition, you want to sort your mindset out and think, I wish I was that person who could just go and do it. If you get to that point where you want to do that, right, you're fired up to do it. So why aren't you fired up the next day or the next week or whatever? It's because your ego says, right, that'll be uncomfortable. Just stay where you are. It's fine. Just do that. It's fine. It'll be fine. Everything will be all right. You go, okay, until 3 months' time when it all happens again, and then 3 months' time when it all happens again. I know, because I did this for 10 years. I was like, I'll do something. No, I'll stick to what I do. I'll stick to running, which I hated. So, the ego, what a bastard, eh? What a bastard. But then what'll happen is, eventually, you'll get over that bit of your ego and just say, right, sod it. You'll have done it. I did it for 10 years, and then I was like, right, fuck it, I'm doing it now. So I did. I got past that bit. It took a long time. So then you start, but then a month in or so, you're like, this is working. Everything works for a month. Everything works for a month. Any fitness plan, any diet, anything, it'll work for a month. And then after that, you'll be like, right, this is brilliant. I've lost some weight and, I'm feeling a bit fitter and all that, but then that'll not change. You'll still be that fit for the next month and the next month and the next month. Kev! How you doing, my lad? I haven't seen you for a couple of months now. How's it going? Anyway, so you'll do something for a month and it'll work because everything works for a month, and then you'll do it for the next month and be like, well, I haven't really got any fitter. And then the next month, I haven't really got any fitter. I've started putting weight back on, actually. How's that happening? What's happening? You've got to change it up. So then your ego will then just say, this isn't working. You might as well give up. And you'll be like, well, I've signed up to a 12-month contract at the gym. It doesn't matter. Just write that money off. Try and get out of it. Oh, you can't. It doesn't matter. Just write it off. It's fine. And then you'll give up. And then again, you'll get back to the thing, I'm all right the way I am, actually, it's fine. Which it isn't, because you've already got to the point where you wanted to do something about it, which kind of tells me that it isn't, right? So this is the gate, which is the mindset that'll stop you from doing what you want to do, okay? So, how do you change that? Well, you've got to work on it. It's like everything else. So I said, like in fitness, right? You've got to start where you're at right now. It's pointless going and smashing yourself to pieces because you're just going to injure yourself and then stop. Partly due to the fact that your mindset will tell you, I can't do this much longer, I'm really knackered. And the whole point in doing fitness is it shouldn't really make you tired. It should make you tired while you're doing it, but it doesn't make you tired through the rest of your life. It should make you feel more energized, which people seem to have the opposite of that at the minute. They want to try and knack themselves and then be like, yeah, brilliant, I'm fucking knackered. That is so great. I'm going to bed at 8 o'clock in the evening or whatever. So, how do you track it? How do you make it better? Again, you start where you're at, right? You start where you're at. Same as your fitness. Same as with your nutrition as well. If you've got a rubbish relationship with food, you start where you're at. You don't go, right, I'm going to cut out all crap and I'm going to eat well, clean. I'm going to eat clean. That's a big thing now as well. I'm going to eat clean, right? Try doing that for a month. If you eat rubbish, it's not going to be easy. So it's just small steps. The thing is, small steps that you track. Okay? Now, I've got a prop. I've shown you this before, I think, but this is where this comes in, right? This is our tracking book that we use. Everybody on the online programs gets this sent to them in the post, and all the guys in the park get one of these. And there's also a tracking form on a tracking table on the nutrition website that I have as well, which does your nutrition for you, which I spoke about in the last video, without you having to think about it and count calories and macros. What the fuck's a macro? That was one of my favourite bits of the last video anyway, because how the hell do you know? And if you do, good on you. What are you doing about it? You know, it's all complicated. Bloody spreadsheets and all that. You don't need them. This isn't a spreadsheet. This is physical, right? So you can't hide from it. You can hide from spreadsheets because they're on a computer. This, you write stuff down and you can't hide from it. It downloads it from your brain onto a bit of paper. If it's swimming around in here, it's taking up space. If you put it on there, it doesn't. So you've got past your ego, you've started, and your ego hasn't quite kicked in yet because it's kind of like, actually, this is quite comfortable, you're doing all right. Until it does get uncomfortable, then it'll go, stop now, because it's uncomfortable. I'll tell you what, it was all right the way you were, right? That's where this kills that. It kills it. It kills it. So, all you do, this is all going to sound a bit hippie, and I used to think it was, but actually, it works. Since I've been doing it, it works. And I do it every day. I've got a massive folder over here full of the stuff. I do it slightly differently to this because I do it for everything other than fitness as well. But it works. So, positive focus. So what you do is you write down 3 things that happened yesterday that were good. Because you don't do that. I know you don't. Most people don't. So you write down 3 things that happened yesterday that were good. Reason why they were good. Here's where this is different, right? Because some people do write these things down. Go, I did this yesterday. That was great. Brilliant. What does it mean? What does it mean? It's always got to mean something, right? Reason why it was good. So let's say, I don't know. Well, I started out on my fitness program. Reason why that's good, because I want to get fitter and it's going to help me, and I did it. Further progress, do another session tomorrow. Specific action, tomorrow at 3 o'clock. I spoke about this before, so pick a time, because if you don't, you go, I'll do it tomorrow. You'll not get around to it. Tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Another one, I don't know. I ate 3 meals, had 1 snack, stuck to my number on Peter's nutrition website. Stuck to my number on that, and it was fine. Reason why that's positive, because I felt great. I didn't feel hungry. I had loads of energy. I did, and it helped me do my gym session, and I felt better. I wasn't bloated. There's loads in there, right? Further progress, do it again tomorrow. Simple as that. Specific action. Know what I'm going to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner tomorrow, because there's a food plan in there that you can do as well, which makes it super easy for you. Rather than just saying eat well tomorrow. What does that mean? Have it written down, and then you know what you're going to have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know it's going to be there, and then you don't even have to think about it. So people who say they haven't got time for stuff, usually it's the time to think about stuff. I haven't got time to cook. It's like, well, do you know what you're going to have? Well, no, I thought, I don't know. And it's like, well, you know, so you'll be wandering around the supermarket, no, I don't know. If you know, you just go in, get it, go home, cook it, done. So, that's procrastination for you. Right there, shows up everywhere. Do it all the time. I see it in gyms all the time. People wander in and go, I haven't got an idea what I'm going to do now. I'll just walk around and work it out. And they spend 20, 30 minutes doing that, and then go, I've got to be back at work in 10 minutes. They've done fuck all. Happens all the time. I used to do it. I've done all this. When I'm talking about all this, I've done it all, right? So I know what it's like. I know how you feel. That's why I've put this together. So this thing lasts for 12 weeks. So if you join my 6-week online program, it's 6 weeks, you get this, which will last you 12 weeks. So the program lasts 6 weeks, and then you can do it again. So you've got 12 weeks. Brilliant. So then this bit is a weekly plan, okay? It's got a thing across the top. So basically, there's 3 bits to it. There's a look, feel, and be. So you want to look good, you want to feel good, and you want to be good, right? That's your mindset. So it's kind of like fitness, nutrition, and mindset. So you do a session, which can be anything, just some exercise. It could even be a walk. Fine. And there's some stretches. Simple as that. Feel good is you eat well, so you eat the nutrition plan. You don't have to do that, like you're going to do that 80% of the time, right? And you drink 2 litres of water a day. And then the be good is fish oil. Take a fish oil capsule, because it's good for you, especially at our age. A good quality fish oil capsule, which you get recommended when you join one of my programs anyway. I'll tell you where to get them. And then sleep. get 8 hours kit if you can. If you've got kids, I understand they don't really care if you sleep or not, but you need rest. We know this, okay? I'm not going to go on how to do it or whatever, it's up to you, but you need to find some way to find some rest. Otherwise, it's going to make everything much harder, okay? And actually, some of the times, the reason people can't rest is because they're stressed, and it's usually because they're just grabbing food from wherever, they're just chucking food in the kids' mouths because, like, you know, kids are mental, and then it's just chaos. Whereas actually, if you plan a lot of stuff, it takes away that chaos, okay? And I used to hate all this because I was like, I hate planning stuff. I like to just be like, you know, seat in my arse type kind of guy. And then you start running your own business and you realise like, shit, I can't do that. Which is where this helps, right? So, you get all of that. So there's 6 things there. You get half a point for each, 3 points a day, 21 points a week. If you get about 80%, you're doing outstandingly well and you will get results. Simple as that. And then you look at what you're going to do that week. What's the one thing you need to do this week? Okay. Now, on the first week, you might not know, but once you go week by week, you'll have your goals set out. Once you go week by week, you're like, well, last week, this didn't work so well, so I'm going to focus on that this week, whatever it is. It could be, I don't know, you might have been really busy and you missed a few sessions and you hadn't planned your week and you were too busy at work and reactionary. It might have just been a busy week at work. So you go, right, I had a busy week at work last week. I've got an easier week this week. So I'm going to focus on doing 5 sessions. When will you do it? I'm going to do it at 6 o'clock every day after work or whatever. Why will you do it? Because I didn't do it last week and I felt like shit. And I know it makes me feel good because I've done it. How will you do it? I'll finish work at 5:30 and be in the gym or in the park or whatever by 6 o'clock. Done. And I'll do an hour session or whatever. You've got it in. It's in. It's non-negotiable. Wallop. Easy. Right? So then your ego can't say, don't do that because you've got this to do, that to do, because you've planned it. It's in there. Your ego can't tell you anything. It's full of shit. You'll sit there and you go, you're full of shit, ego. It is. It always is. It always is. So, then what you do at the end of the week is you look at your goals for each one, look, feel and be. Look at your goal, what did you get points out of 7? Right, there's 3 points a day, 7 points for each thing in a week, which is 21 points a week. Right, what's your outcome? Whatever it is, lose a stone. Are you on track? Yes. What worked well last week? I ate well 80% of the time. What needs improving? Well, I didn't do my sessions because I was busy at work. So this week I'm going to do them, and that becomes your one thing for this week. See how this works? It rolls in. You look at last week and you bring it forward into this week. Okay, and then the feel, same thing. So you've got an outcome of, I don't know, maybe drink 2 litres of water a day. You know, are you on track? Yes. What worked well last week? Well, I drank 2 litres of water a day. What needs improving? It can be nothing. It can be like, no, I'm on point with this one, but at least you've got it written down, so you know that'll go into your positive focus as well. So you're looking back over last week and saying, right, I'm doing really well here. This positive focus thing, there's three wins a day, 21 a week, which is 84 a month. 4 weeks, based on 4 weeks, 84 a month. You know, so what's that? 3 a day times 365 is, what's that? 180, 95 plus 900. It's over 1,000 wins in a year. It's quite a lot. You know, because most people look over, what did you do last week? I can't remember. I don't know. That was a bit shit, really. Yusuf-san, hello! Hey, I'm out in India. But you know, you can go, that's a bit shit, really. And then actually, if you've written loads of stuff down, you might look at it and go, oh no, I did this, and oh, I forgot about that, and I did that. Oh, and God, I lost a couple of pounds, and all that. Oh, and I lifted this weight when I couldn't previously, and oh, I ate well every day. Look. Oh, wallop, wins. There you go. Simple as that. So this smashes the crap out of your ego and keeps your mindset going. And it takes 2 minutes. 2 minutes a day to fill in. Because, well, actually, it takes a minute a day because you're filling your wins. And it takes about 5 minutes at the end of the week to fill that in and plan out the week ahead. And you're done. And that's it, once a week. So if you use this once a week in conjunction with putting your results into the nutrition system once a week to update the tracker in there, it tells you Less than that, exactly. It tells you how many inches you've lost, how much weight you've lost, whether you're on track or not. It does it all for you. So, your ego, so you're keeping your mindset. So this is what I was talking about at the very start. This is the flimsiest pillar because how do you track it? How do you track your mindset? How do you track whether your mindset is growing or not? You write it down. How do you write it down? I can say, right, you just write it down. What do I write down? I don't know. Do I need to write down like all my measurements? Do I need to write down how much weight I lifted? How many sessions I've done? What I've done? No. You just need to know that you've done it. You just need to know that you've done it. Or if you haven't done it, and if you haven't done it, you will know, so you can't lie to yourself about not, you can't go, oh, no, I did go to the gym last week. I went once, so that was fine. It's not, it's that'll be your ego telling you, it's fine. And eventually that mindset will then come back down and tell you, no, you're fine where you were. That's how it works. I know because I've done it. We all have. So, if you want one of these, you have to join one of my programs. It's as simple as that. But it works. And if you want, or if you've just listened to this, you can watch it back again and listen to what I've just said and create your own if you want. I don't care, as long as you do it. As long as you do it and get rid of your ego, because your ego will kill you. I've gone blurred. I worked out how to do this earlier. There you go. I'm back again. So there you go. Click the link below. Okay, the link below is going to be a link that you can get onto my nutrition website. It'll take you there and it'll tell you what you need to do to get onto my nutrition website. And then beyond that, there's a little surprise for you as well. And if you like that surprise, you'll get one of these. It's as simple as that. And a damn sight more. So, there we'll have it. I'm now off to see Wonder Woman. I don't know if it's going to be good. I don't care. It's raining outside, so I'm going to the pictures. Because it helps my mindset. Because if I sit around here, I'll do fuck all. I'll think I've got loads to do when I haven't, because it's Friday afternoon and I'm done for the week. So I'll sit around and start to think of things that I need to do, and then all of a sudden it'll be 6 o'clock, I'll have done bugger all, and I'll be like, oh, bollocks, because I've got to be up early in the morning as well. So I'm going to go to the pictures, because it'll switch me off. And it also means I have to switch my phone off. Double bonus! Right, have a great weekend. I'll talk to you Monday. Click the link below if you want to know more.